Hey everybody, I'm the Otaku Artist, and welcome to another Omori video. Yes, I'm still hyperfixated on it, and I won't shut up about it because it's an amazing game. Please play it, it's so good. In this video, I'll be drawing 3 different Omori-themed works. The first is for a huge Omori fan collab called Friend Facts. At the time of this video releasing, the project is still open for submissions, so if anyone who has played Omori watching is interested, you might be able to join. It has hundreds of artists in the project, and the goal is to draw every single Omori character, no matter how small, in the style of the Faux Facts journal in-game. I was picked to draw this little NPC named Fred. He's such a little guy, just look at him. The project will close on December 1st, 2025, so better sign up soon if you're interested in joining. The link to it is in the description below. Now before I continue this video, I want to put a spoiler warning here. Although the drawings in this video do not contain major spoilers, I will be talking about some spoilery stuff in this video. Now I won't be directly saying major spoilers, but I will be spoiling a little bit of stuff, and I really don't want to be the one to ruin the game for you, so please click off now and go play Omori if you haven't. This is gonna sound silly, but it's more than a game, it's an experience that everyone should play going in blind. If you need convincing and really want to see a speed paint from me for some reason, go check out my last Omori speed paint, as I talk about Omori very vaguely and spoiler-free in that video. In that video, I draw more fan art, including art of myself in the Omori style. If you're not even sure what Omori is, I explain a bit about the game in that video, so go watch that instead. So, are the non-Omori fans gone? Well, I hope so, because it's time to talk about how much I am so obsessed with Omori. So, I first played this game about 2 months ago, and ever since then, I have not been able to stop thinking about this game. Since the last video where I went on and on about it, I've played this game even more since then. I've beaten it 3 times, 100%ing it by getting all badges, going through everything with a fine-tooth comb to try and see all the optional dialogue and scenes, getting all endings including the perfect ending, and now I've started my 4th playthrough. Now I only have a few things left to experience. I still need to do all Headspace side quests, as I only did the ones that were required for 100%. I also still need to beat the Super Boss Rush, which is very hard. I've done a few attempts, but I haven't beaten it yet. Like, it's very, very hard. Now, I thought I saw every Black Space 2 room, but apparently I missed 2, which are the ones you can see by standing on the grate in Sweetheart's Castle, so I still need to do that. And then lastly, I want to see what changes there are when you only leave the house on select days. I'm sure that's documented somewhere, but like, I haven't really heard anyone talk about it, and I'm just kind of curious and kind of want to experience it myself. I'm sure it's probably not too many changes, but I am curious to see like what Kel says to Sunny, like if you leave your house on the 2nd day, or if you leave your house on the 1st and 3rd day. Like, I'm curious to see if any of the story events change out. Because I would assume so. Like, if Sunny's not there on day 2 or day 1 or whatever, so I'm looking forward to seeing that. The more I play Omori, the more I've noticed tiny scenes and details I missed previously. Like, I thought I saw everything there is to see, dialogue and scene-wise, because I literally, like, go through with a fine-tooth comb, trying to see all the details, and then I somehow still miss some, because the amount of detail in this game is just insane. Like, did you notice that there is a tree stump right behind the grave in the cemetery? Or that you can find Hiro crying at Mari's piano? Or Mari's favorite color is purple, and what color are the Headspace characters drawn mostly in? Yeah, that one hurt. Every time I play and think I've seen everything, I find something else. There's just so many optional scenes and bits of dialogue that had a lot to the story and characters. The second drawing in this video is based off of my favorite room in Blackspace, the beach where the song August Water plays, which is one of my favorite tracks in the soundtrack. And guys, I cooked so hard with this. This is honestly my favorite drawing I've made. This area is just so interesting to me. You're walking on an endless beach while these giant fish heads just stare at you blankly. It's just you and the sea alone after stranger leaves. I love the creepy and otherworldly vibes here. It feels so dreamlike and just a little off. Like it's very nonsensical. Why are there all these fish heads? Just decapitated fish heads, just slowly rotting in the water? Like, it's very nonsensical in the way that dreams are, where we just kind of take it at like, you don't question it in a dream. It really is fascinating, and I wonder what the implications there are of what the deeper meaning of the fish heads are, if there is a deeper meaning of the fish heads. That off feeling, that dreamlike small confusion in the back of your mind, I wanted to capture those feelings. And what better way to do so than take inspiration from an artist who makes otherworldly, liminal space kind of artwork. Brent Wong makes these really strange paintings that feel like you're looking into another dimension or dream. I took heavy inspiration from this painting of his. I recommend checking out more of this guy's work. He has a very unique style, and I love the feeling it evokes. Now, this drawing is noteworthy for another reason. This was the first background I've drawn in years. That is a very big thing to say, because I normally hate drawing backgrounds. But Omori? Well, Omori has made me like drawing backgrounds. I never thought I'd like drawing backgrounds, but well, here we are. I learned the secret to liking backgrounds. Drawing a background that has a purpose of conveying an emotion or telling a story makes me love drawing it. It's like drawing a character that way. But drawing a background just for the sake of a background just feels lifeless to me. So, I learned a lot about myself in art through this, and it really made me rethink the purpose of backgrounds and how to implement them and when to implement them in art. I'm just so happy with this drawing. I cooked so hard. I've never made art where I was able to capture it exactly how I envisioned it in my mind. Omori has just taken over my brain the last couple of months. The brain worms, the worms. I've always been someone who hyperfixates on media or just things not even media that I just really like. But I've never had a hyperfixation go this hard before. I can't stop playing the game. I can't stop drawing fan art of the game. And I did just buy a lot from the Omocat shop. Yes, it's an obsession. You guys probably already can see just how fixated I am on Omori, but I think it's worse than you guys realize. You know how at the beginning of the game, Basil plants flowers that represent each of the main characters? Well, I am seriously considering buying those real plants, just so I can look around my room and be like, hee, look, it's a white tulip like Sunny, and a cactus like Cal. Like, I've always been someone who loves, like, nature and plants and gardening, but, like, I'm not knowledgeable on gardening. I just have, like, a few plants around my house that I water every few days, and, like, that's about it. But Omori is kind of pushing me further into wanting to garden more. It's insane, guys. Now, I will say, this hyperfixation has overall been an extremely good thing for me because it has leveled up my creativity by 1,000. Omori has inspired me like no other media ever before. I have been drawing like crazy. Like, I have fallen so deep, head over heels in love with drawing and art again. I've been drawing almost every single day. I have drawn more in the first, like, little bit of this year than I have for the last, like, 2 past years. Like, I'm looking at my art folder for 2025, and it already has a lot more art than I ever drew in 2023 or 2024. Not just that, I have been so inspired to work hard on my original project. Details about that sometimes more this year. And have been pushed to do things creatively outside of my comfort zone. Like, Omori has made me enjoy backgrounds and experimenting with my art style. It has taught me so much artistically and just touched me so deeply in other ways. Like, I haven't animated in years because the last time I did a big animation, I got so burnt out on it because spending 6 months on a, like, 30-second animation is not great. But guess what? This game has made me want to pick up animation again. I've even started to dabble in other mediums too. At the time of this video's release, I'm working on a short 10-page Omori comic, so look out for that when it's done. There's a few reasons why Omori has succeeded in inspiring me so much. First off, the art direction. I adore the art style of Omori. It succeeds in being cute and creepy and able to be taken seriously at the same time. I love how the style changes a little depending on if it's in Headspace or Faraway Town. I love how in Headspace it's just very sketchy with bright, unnatural colors. It really adds to the dreamlike feel. And I feel like the sketchiness, especially in, like, characters' hair, kind of is reminiscent of the fact that Omori draws and has a sketchbook. But in Faraway Town, more natural colors are used, and pictures from real life are used in the battles. It's a very good contrast while still staying in the realms of that art style. What fascinates me is in how in Headspace all the characters have bright colors, while Omori is just black and white. It really gives a good look into his character, and I love the deeper meaning it has. And then to completely go against this, you have the something enemies and bosses, which typically, most of the time, use clay to make their battle sprites. Or you compare Headspace to Whitespace and then compare those to Black Space. I just love how all the different directions this art takes have a purpose, and Omori just does an amazing job at visual storytelling. There's also just so many moments throughout the game where the composition and the idea of the scene is just so artistically good. There's a reason why the Omori fandom is so artistic. With the story beats and different important scenes in the story, there's just so much great material you can draw from. Omori's art style quickly became my favorite style in any media I've seen. How it's utilized is just so well done. Speaking of things well done, can I just say that Omori kinda nails mental health stuff shown in it? Without getting into personal stuff, I can say that I do relate to a lot of the anxiety and depression shown in the game, and their small details just really hit me deeply. Like, it's kind of amazing how they were able to handle so many sensitive topics so well. I've seen other media try and fail to handle subjects that this game covers, or just do them alright, but this really did a great job on handling them. The characters feel like real people, and the troubles they face mentally and how they react and face it just feel so real. It's incredibly well done. Amazing job, Omocat and team. The last drawing in this video is very loosely based off of another Black Space room, this time being a secret room found when exploring Black Space 2 called Shallow Sea. Yet again, I find myself fascinated by the ocean-themed rooms. With how Sunny has a strong emotional connection to the sea based off of his memories with friends at the beach, and his trauma connected to the water with almost drowning, I find these two rooms to be very interesting and just slightly off. They're so creepy and yet feel like a safe haven compared to other terrifying parts of Black Space. In the actual game, it uses picture from real life of the sea and the sky, which adds to that otherworldly feel. It's just an endless ocean until you find a hand with a single thread reaching in from the sky. I'm going to guess that this symbolizes Mari saving Sunny from drowning, as that's only one of the two ways you can leave this looping room, the other of which being the way you always leave white space or black space. The thread reminds me of that one Japanese short story, The Spider's Thread. If you're not sure what that is, I just recommend looking it up. If you've played Skyward Sword, it's also referenced in one of the dungeons. Not sure if that's an intentional reference though, so I might be reaching there. My thought process in this drawing was that, what if Omori continues through the sea until he sees Sunny just standing there, his true self suppressed so deeply he's in black space as the waves surround him, crashing against him. I experimented a lot with the waves and I really like how this turned out. I will say that it was hard to showcase what I was trying to go for. I'm not sure if I was able to do it or not, because my thought process is like the waves are crashing against very violently. You know how the sea goes, but instead of Sunny being pushed against the waves and moving like you would in real life because, physics, he's just kind of standing there, unmoving like a statue despite the waves crashing against him. Not sure if I really was able to convey that, but hey, I tried and I liked how this turned out. And with that, the 3 drawings are done. A special thank you to the Friends Fact collaboration for inviting me and allowing me to participate. I'm very excited to see how this project turns out. The art I've seen from other creators in this project has been really good, and it's so cool seeing everyone's unique styles and different directions with how they're taking some of the characters. Now, this will not be the last Omori video I make. I am so deep into this hyperfixation, so I have a lot of different ideas, so I'm excited to work on more Omori videos. Thank you all so much for watching. I'm the Otaku Artist, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye! If you're somehow at the end of this video and you haven't played Omori yet, what are you doing? Why didn't you heed my warning? Go play the game, it's so good! Play it! Now! Or else you'll make Fred sad.